Well, it's barely been a couple of days since I did my review of the Viltrox f1.4 33mm lens. Yet, Viltrox has released a firmware update. Did it resolve the main issues? Let's find out. Hi everyone, welcome to Pal to Tech. Viltrox just released today a firmware update 1.0.6 to the f1.4 33mm lens to address some of the issues that were reported. What I'd like to do right now is go through the process of downloading and installing the firmware update, and then we will revisit the test that I ran in my review video to see if the firmware update fixes the problem. The first thing you want to do is go to the Viltrox firmware update page. I will have a link to that page just below in the description of this video. You will see the lens right here, 33mm f1.4. If you want to see details about the update, go ahead and click on that. If you want to get started right now and download the update, go ahead and click on the little green arrow. Once you have it on your computer, you should see it right here. It's an RAR file. For some strange reason, they have put it in an RAR format instead of a zip format. If you have a Mac, you're going to need to open up that RAR file format. There are a whole bunch of free RAR file opener programs. Simply do a Google search, find one, and use it to open up this file. The app that I use to open this up is called the Unarchiver, and it's available free in the App Store. Once you have the app installed, simply right-click the file that you downloaded from Viltrox, that's the RAR file, and select Open in the Unarchiver. It'll ask you where to extract it. I'm simply going to put it in the same place where I had downloaded it. Now that it's been extracted, and you can see the original file I downloaded from Viltrox and the extracted DAT file. What you want is the one that's DAT. Next, you need to connect a USB cord to your Viltrox lens, and then of course the other end into your computer where you have this upgrade file. Okay, I've just connected the lens, and you will see the lens appear, Viltrox DFU, as sort of a new hard drive connected to your computer. That's the lens. And what you're going to want to do is drag and drop that DAT file that you downloaded onto the lens. That's all you got to do. It's real simple. What happens then is actually it disconnects the lens from the computer, from that USB connection. It just disappears. And then it will reappear again in your locations area. And if it doesn't reappear, unplug the USB and plug it back into your computer. That should make it reappear. Once it does, you can click on it. If you open up device information, have a look at this software version. You see that? Now that you've confirmed that you've upgraded it, go ahead and eject the lens. Again, it treats it pretty much like it's a normal hard drive. All right, let's put this on the camera and see if it fixed anything. So I'm going to repeat the exact same test I did in my previous review where I had that aperture jump that I showed you. Okay, my ISO is 400. My shutter speed is also manually set. I am going to set the aperture to f1.4. Then I am going to take a picture. Here we go. Now I'm going to play back the picture. Okay. Now I'm going to press the shutter release button to take me back to shot mode, so to speak. Have a look at that. Look, 1.4, 1.4. That is very cool. Let me try this again. Trust but verify. Let me kind of jiggle this out of here. Fake it out a little bit. Okay, there's 1.4. Take another picture. Okay, great. Let's play back the picture. Great. Let's go back to regular. Look at that. Look at that. 1.4. It works perfectly. Perfectly. I would say that that aperture jump issue that I mentioned has now been resolved. Okay, I'm on the X-T3 right now. I have the aperture set to 1.4, ISO 160, and I'll set the shutter speed to 1/250. Okay, there are my settings, everything as it was before. Okay, so I'm now going to turn the aperture ring. Okay, turning down, turning back. Good. Go a little faster. Still a little of that flicker there, but it seems like it's better. Yeah, and there it's down. I'm at f16, turning back up. Yeah, does seem like it's better. Okay, so the bottom line here, I am pleased to report to you that the Viltrox firmware that was made available today does fix the problem that I mentioned in my prior video. Am I going to take down that prior video? Absolutely not. That was part of history, and at the time they released the lens, those were the issues. And I will put a link to this video from that video. If you haven't seen that video and you're only watching this video, you know what I mean. Go check it out. And the issue where it gets kind of brighter to dark and jumping back and forth, remember that? That also seems a lot better. It's not perfect, but it's, I think, resolved. It's good enough to be resolved. So I now even more recommend this lens to a broader audience based on two things. One, that aperture jump problem has been fixed. And number two, literally within 3 days of me releasing that video, they did and released a firmware upgrade that solved the problem. That's the kind of service we need. Well done, Viltrox. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it the like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video again really, really soon. Take care. Oh, I'm still recording. Okay, so I'm still recording. I had to take this lav mic. I had to take this lav mic out because the minute I went outside, 6 people decided to use power tools, right? So I had to use a lav mic. So I forgot to take it off. Anyway, actually, yeah, I got an idea. Ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Fujifilm. We love you, Ken. Take care.